Hello and welcome to this video on pie charts. So we're going to be focusing on two things in this video. We're going to be looking at how to calculate the size of angles on pie charts, and then on the final example I'm going to show you how to draw out a pie chart once you know the angles. So here's the first question we're going to look at. So we've already got one angle that's given to us here. And the data in this table is showing us the favourite sports of some students. So I'd like you to work out the sizes of each angle on the pie chart. And what's really important here is that on any pie chart question where you're having to draw a pie chart, if you show all of your working out, because you can often pick up the majority of the marks from doing the calculations correctly, even if you don't necessarily get your drawing 100% accurate. Okay, so if you pause your video, see if you can work out the angles for this one. Okay, let's have a look at this then. So first of all, we need to know how many pieces of data we have in this table. So if we add together all those numbers, we get 72. So there's 72 people that have been asked this question about their favourite sport. If you do 360 divided by 72, you get 5. So what that's essentially telling you is that the angles are 5 times bigger than the frequency. All you need to do is multiply each one of those by 5. So we already know 30 times 5 is 150 because it tells you in the table. So 12 times 5 is 60, 20 times 5 is 100, 10 times 5 is 50. So we can pop these in the frequency table if you like. And if you want to check that you've done this correctly, if you add all of that together, it will make 360. Remember, because it's a circle, the angles have always got to add up to 360. Okay, next example then. We've got a table showing information about 90 people's favourite social network. So we've got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Again, I would like you to work out the size of the angles. So this time then, we already know the total frequency. So always look out for that in the question, because sometimes they will tell you, you don't necessarily need to do all the adding up. So we already know that's got to be 90 just there. So then if you do 360 divided by 90, you get 4. So this tells you that the angles are going to be 4 times bigger than the frequency. So we can do 34 times 4, which is 136. 14 times 4, which is going to be 56. You can write these on the side if you want to. They won't always give you an angle box, so bear that in mind as well. 25 times 4 is 100. 17 times 4 is 68. And if you want to check that that's correct, add those up and you will get 360 degrees. Okay, so our final example then, I'm going to go all out and draw this one at the end. So we've got some information about the colours of cars in a car part here. Again, I would like you to first work out the size of each angle on the pie chart, and then I will show you how to draw this. Okay, let's look at this one then. So first of all, if we add up those numbers, we don't know the frequency in this one, which will get 60. Well, 360 divided by 60 is 6. So what that tells us is that all of our angles are going to be 6 times bigger than the frequency for each row. So 24 times 6 is 144 degrees. So our angle for the black cars is going to be 144. 16 times 6 is 96 degrees. 15 times 6 is 90 degrees. 5 times 6 is 30 degrees. And once again, if you add all of those up, you'll get to 360. So now I'm going to show you how to draw this pie chart out. Okay, so I'm now going to show you how to draw this pie chart. So I've got my working out at the top there to help me. So generally they will give you a
a pie already drawn out here. So you need to start with, we can start with whichever angle you want really. I'm going to start with the largest one here, which is the black. So we need to line up this point on the protractor with the center of the pie. So that goes there like this. And then we need to go round to 144 degrees. So that's just about here. So you can see there we're at 140 and then we're at 4 just after that. So then draw it in like this, and then you can label your first segment or your first sector. So we've got black just there. Then we've got 96 degrees for our silver, so you might want to rotate this around a little bit. Again, this needs to be right in the center of the pie, and your 0 needs to be lined up with the end of the previous sector. So we're going round to 96 degrees then here, so there's 90, and then we're going 6 after that. So that gives us silver just there. And then we've got 90 degrees for our white. So again, we line it up with this, and this has got to be right in the center. And we can mark it at exactly 90 degrees. And that is the sector for white. And then we should have 30 degrees left for the blue just there. So if you want to, you can always check that if you want to. So we can do it in a couple of ways. We can use the other side of the protractor. So we can go from 0 in the middle here, and you can see it's round to 30. Just let me line up there. Oh, probably about a degree or more. Might be a degree out there, but usually they allow 1 or 2 degrees either way. Okay.